Welcome back. These are the original spuds that I planted last time. Can't really see no life yet, but I don't really expect too much just yet. They take a while to push their way to the surface. A lot of people might question, why have you filled the bucket so much? Well, it helps with obviously the development of the spuds, because obviously they've got immediate nutrients right there, and it also makes them stronger because they've got to push their way up so they can obviously reach the sun. So there's some good tips from what I've learnt. Nothing really going on with this one neither. Now these are 3 that I've just planted. Been down here doing a bit of work, not enough. Still got a lot to try and work out what to do. So these are the brand new ones. Now, there's a zillion things to do, because obviously in the past video I think I mentioned that the greenhouse had to be taken down, which is not really beneficial for me, because now I've got to find time to put it back up, secure it up, move loads of stuff and then get organised. But we're going to roll with the punches. Probably going to put it here. I'm probably going to dig like a trench or something, and then really, you know what I mean, I've got some very heavy duty tent pegs that should hold it down. I've got loads of different measures as well that will keep it together, and I'll obviously discuss them at a later date when I actually get round to rebuilding this and securing it from the winds. Obviously the compost and everything will go back in it, all the plant pots, so that will just tidy that part up. But yeah, so I'm kind of struggling to work out what I need to do right now, because it's not ideal. Not in any capacity, it's not ideal. So that bed over there is pretty much ready to plant. So this one I'm going to focus, basically get it something like that. So I'm just going to clear this all out, put some fresh compost and chicken manure and all that. I'm going to cover it very similar to how I've done to that one, with whatever I've got lying about. So at least then it's 2 beds pretty much ready to be planted. I haven't brought the strimdiddy-dim down today, but next time I'm going to have to just blitz all this again. Hopefully I can get to my fucking weed membrane so I can just keep all the grass at bay. And maybe later, if I get time, I'm going to do some planting. I've got the propagator over there. You might just be able to see it hiding there. And I might actually do some digging and try and work on this soil, because it's, I don't know, it's not ideal. But if we can try and get this a bit more ready to be grown in and sort out what needs to be done. But you know, as I always say, allotments are never set it and forget it. So I just need to focus on getting things in the ground, and then when I get chance, tidying up around it. That's what I believe I need to do for right now. At some point I'm probably going to get one of the people on the committee to cut all this back, at least on this side. Maybe I'm going to have to dig down and take out the roots, because that just takes up way too much space. Might even get him to cut all that down as well. And basically at the same time, because, you know, it takes up way too much growing space. So, and then maybe after doing that one, I might just basically get on with this one and try and do exactly the same. So at least I've got the beds ready to grow. I'm sure there's a million other things that I could do to them, but at least he's ready. It's more fertile just to go straight in. So I'll be back later when I've got some work done, and I will showcase to you the end results. And we're back. I could have done a lot more, but I've got 3 seed potatoes in each of these. I think one might have 4 actually, I can't remember. So just put them to the front. So over to the next job. See here, I know you can't really see it very well, and this is not put down the best, but I've filled that up more with compost, more on this side, and obviously just covered it as best as I can with the little that I've got. So took a few of them buckets to fill up those buckets. Over there you might notice it's a bit tidier, although it's still fucking shit pile. That was originally more over there, so I've just moved all them all up one by one. And let me give you a closer look. And the reason that is, I can't remember if I said it in the last video or not, even though it's not edited and uploaded yet, but by the time you watch this, it obviously will be, because it needs to go about here. So I just built it there just for quickness. It was just a perfect area just to, you know, get things sorted for now, or for that time period. So yeah, and I'm going to teach you in a future video how to secure up your greenhouse, especially greenhouses like this. In fact, they may be even better than an actual, you know, greenhouse. You know, what you think when you say greenhouse. But yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that would probably be wide enough just to go in there, because I really want to be using this area for growing. As I say, it was just an area that I could use. But yeah, I mean, I might need to move it up a little bit more, move all three of them, but we'll get it there. So I don't mind it going far enough back there, but you know, hopefully when we get all of this tidied up and actually composting, obviously the compost for now will be inside the greenhouse, so that will tidy it all up. And then obviously over here I'll put in raised beds, or I don't know, actually I might just have an area over here where all my spud buckets are, and then focus on putting more, you know, raised beds everywhere. But yeah, there's a lot to be done down here. There's never enough time. Doesn't help when things like this happen. That sort of puts me backwards. But yeah, you know. But you see, if I show you over here, it'd be a good area for growing. It really would, you know. Let's say the greenhouse does fit in there. I don't think it will. But I've got all of that to move, so cut all this back and I can move it even further. It'll probably come out to about there. Can't remember exactly. But it's not as big as it looks in the shot, but it's always that way, you know. So, you know, even if it came out to about here, you know, I could have the spud buckets over there, then I can grow there, but I'm not sure yet. But there's a lot of work going to be done. Because I think the path starts about here, if I'm not mistaken, or I think that's part of my plot. I think we've got a small path, so that would be the edge, so probably about there. So it might just fit, but just to alleviate any problems, if I need to move it up, I'll probably will have to. I'll move it up there, all three of these, and then just dump it in. But yeah, that's sort of an idea what I'm wanting to do. This all needs to obviously be cleared back at some point, because I didn't bring the strim diddy dim, so I can't do it now. But yeah, but stay tuned, like, comment and subscribe to stay, you know, up to date with every time I drop. And I hope you taking care of yourself and take care. Peace. Anyway, I've been Allotment Diaries, you've been amazing, and I'll see you on the flip side. Peace.